Hello everyone, welcome back to Colony Survival. In between episodes I tried to add a couple items here and there. I added a smelter, I added another cook, I added 2 more fishermen, and I changed the logs splitting area. They need some lights in there. Don't burn the place down. So I added a whole bunch of log splitters so they keep up. Apparently I have too many of them now because they're not working, but and I also added downstairs to this building for future expansion, so it's ready to go when we need it. But end of episode, we hired a lot of people last episode, and we actually are at our colonist cap now. We're allowed 200, we have 200. So the first thing we got to do this episode is buy an upgrade. So we'll go to the upgrade menu, colony points, colonist capacity right here, 200. We're going to go to 250, it's only 350 points. We have easily that in the, what do we got? We have 1700 points right now, so upgrade that. That takes care of that. Now I have some jobs I can hire for that I was waiting to do that for, so I'm going to do that real quick. And next up on the science list, let's take a look, is I think we're going to do steel parts here. Steel, lead, and mineral oil. So we need 2,500 colony points for that. We only have 2,100 available, so we got to put down another lockbox. There you go, now we have 2,600 available. Just enough. So let's sell some stuff. And let's unlock the steel, lead, and mineral oil. That's going to unlock a whole bunch of recipes that we're going to have to go through one at a time here and figure out what we need. Looks like steel ingots, lead ingots. So we're going to have to go to the marsh and get some lead, I think, because I don't think I set that up when I was there. So we'll go through these one at a time and figure out what we should set up first. So we're going to spend a little bit of time just ramping up production of some items. The steel ingots use a lot of stuff: wrought iron, iron bloom, silica sand, piece of glass, and charcoal. So that's quite a bit of stuff. We're going to ramp up production of most of that stuff just to see if we can keep pace. So I'm going to put down a whole bunch of glass makers because they take forever to make. Piece of glass takes 162 seconds, so at most we'll get us 2 a day. It uses 3 charcoal and 3 sand, that's a lot. But we'll put them down. Can always take them out if we find we have too many. I notice our food is still trending downward. I want it to be going up. I want it to be around 3,500 at this point, so I'm going to put some more fishermen in. Quite a bit of fish, so I probably need some beds down here. Sneak one in the corner there. I'll come back and count. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. How many do we have down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, need another bed down here. Alright. Let's go down to the mine. Spend some time down there. So I think copper is still being mined faster than it's smelted, and being used for that matter. It is going down slowly, but so is this actually, so we might need to put another miner in. But for now, let's just put another smelter in. I'll leave a gap there so that we remember this one is on its own little circuit of phase 3. These are all in tier 1. So then we'll head downstairs and put in some extra bloomeries and kilns for all the charcoal we're going to use. So it just needs iron ore and charcoal. Iron ore we have plenty of, charcoal we were running low on. And this is pieces of glass, which we just put a whole bunch of those in. We'll take them out if we find out it's too many, but I highly doubt it's too many. It's probably not enough. But let's hire for all those positions. Gonna burn through our 250 colonist cap here pretty quickly. So I think I got 10 guys down here plus the miners. Just 2 miners right now. I don't even count, I'm just gonna put a whole bunch down. Good enough for now. So we'll let that run for a little bit, see if they catch up with that or not. Keep a close eye on the food and the copper. Make sure it keeps going up. We'll just continue to ramp up production for a little bit here until we get to an equilibrium. Alright, so I spent some time, but I just burned through the entire 50 colonists that we just added to our capacity, just to get to an equilibrium where our meals weren't ticking down. Like, I'll show you our meal statistics here. Or actually fish, I guess. Over 24 days, you can see it was just on a steady decline here the whole way. So I've got it finally going back up. But I'll show you what I had to do to add it. I had to add a whole bunch of stuff to get that to work. So down here in the fissures I added, you can see a whole bunch of them. And then, which meant I had to add a whole bunch of cooks up here. Now the cooks use, so I got cooks on this side, and this side, so 4, 5, 6, 7 cooks now to cook all the fish. Which meant they're burning through firewood quite rapidly, so I had to come over here and add a whole bunch of tree farms all over the place here, so that and log splitters as well, to be able to handle that. So, and now we're just at an equilibrium, so the minute I start adding stuff, it's gonna go back to being the same problem. So what I think I'm gonna try is doing a outpost, a fishing village outpost, so that our main responsibility of that colony will be to create meals for the rest of the colonists and the rest of the outposts. So I think what I'm gonna do is run over somewhere between here and the marsh colony and find a place that has water somewhere over there. Find some place that has water and just create another outpost that has a fishing village in it. So hopefully that'll work. I don't know if it's going to increase my threat too much at that outpost, because it'll have quite a few colonists there. I might have to build up our defenses there as well, but we'll see how it goes. So let's head over there and do that. So this looks like a nice area. I think if I can fill this area with water here, I know it's sand right now, but if I can dig a trench and fill this with water from over here, I believe that sand is on the same level as this water over here. So I'm going to do is dig a trench from here and let the water drain into fill this area over here, and then basically create a little village around this little pond here. Maybe have some room for tree farms over here and have some fishermen in this area here. So I'm going to try that and see how that works out. Let's give that a try. So there it is, the start of my fishing village. Let's go take a look. I have to hire a whole bunch of people, but swim across the lake here. So we have 15 fishermen to start with here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and hire for it. Right now the threat is only 11 in this colony. I've put a whole bunch of guards up to hopefully protect us from hiring up when we do all this hiring, but let's take a chance and just do it, get these guys started. Went from 11 to 42, so not too bad. Got everybody going to their job. Alright, so this is basically just a dorm room for all the fishermen to sleep in. There's steps around the corner here. Same thing upstairs. And then our standard kind of entrance here with guard bedrooms on either side. Except this guard bedroom I put in traps so we can see from the outside here. I had to put the little maze in here just to slow the monsters down and force them to go in front of my traps, so I'll see later if I can come up with a creative way to make it not look like a maze. But anyway, so they have to come in through here, follow this little path, get shot a whole bunch of times hopefully, and hopefully not make it into our entrance. And then over here we have four foresters growing some trees for us to supply all the firewood for cooking the fish. And this is kind of my standard layout for now, with our chefs cooking fish right now. And so up top I have one trap fixer here, so he just goes into the bedroom and fills the traps. And then I just have a whole bunch of guards up here. And I spaced them out down there. I threw some rock throwers down there to start getting the weak ones out of the way, so we don't waste crossbowmen on a small zombie. So yeah, I guess we'll wait and see what happens tonight. And then slowly this will take over as my food supply, and I'll start closing down the other colony for food. But until we get it balanced, I'm going to leave them both running. So I guess we just have to wait till night and see how it goes. Oh, and then over here I'm going to actually add... I got some guy digging it out right now. I'm going to do an underground wood chopping area here. Put my log splitters in through back here. since this was kind of wasted space and built into the hillside. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, so we handled that with no trouble whatsoever, so I went ahead and added a couple extra fishermen and threw in some extra cooks. Got 10 cooks over here now, so we can hopefully get rid of some at the other colony. Although it looks like they're all busy, so that would mean the ones at the other colony are busy too, probably, but we'll keep an eye on our stock levels and see how it goes. Right now we have no fish in stock, so we're definitely cooking them faster than we are fishing them. And then how's firewood doing? Firewood's at 300, which is what I have it set to, so that's good. And wood's going up to 1600, so we have extra wood as well. So we're good there, so I think I'm going to run over to the marsh while we're here, since it's right across the way here. It's just right across the river. You can see it off in the distance there, maybe. But I'm going to go over there. I believe we can mine for lead over there. I know it's coming up that we'll need it soon, so might as well do it while we're here. Yep, there's the marsh there, marsh biome. So I will dig a mine here, set some miners down, and then we'll head back to our main colony and set up some, working towards the glider here. So we need gunpowder first so we can get to the glider. That way I don't have to build a tower, it'll just launch itself into the air and fly to any colony that we need to get to rather quickly instead of having to run. So we'll get to work on that. So we're still at the marsh biome here. I dug down a mine real quick. Went pretty far down, basically down to the iron level. And you can see that here's lead down here. This block right here is lead. So I got 4 miners doing lead right now. Who knows how many we'll need, but at least that'll get us started. So then I added an extra guard or 2 up top just in case, so we don't have to come back here for a while. So I'm going to run back to the main colony with a quick stop at the food colony to put down a couple more stoves. And then we'll be back at the main colony and we'll get to working on some. First thing we're going to do is use our wisteria flowers that we planted a long time ago and make some poison darts out of them. But let's head back to the main colony and we'll work on that then. Okay, so we're back at the main colony now. Let's get some poison darts going. Those are made at the alchemist table. Now I feel like we should probably put those upstairs in the corner. I feel like the kind of out of view. The chemists up there are making some super secret potions, so we kind of want to hide them a little bit. So let's put them upstairs here in the corner. Let them get to work on. Let's check out what they do. So right now they just make poison darts out of hemp fiber and wisteria, which we have both of already been manufactured. And this vial mineral oil in a pot. Not sure what that's used for, probably gunpowder or something, but we'll see. So we got 2 of those down. And since we just came back from the fishing village, let's go ahead and delete some stuff here. I'm going to delete stuff slowly to make sure the other colony can handle it. The fishing village. But like, I'm going to take out 1 tree farm to give us some more room over here for farms. So we'll take care of this. That'll free up a colonist. We'll come back and finish that, but I'm also going to delete a cook or two. And we'll just keep an eye on our inventory, make sure they're still able to cook all the fish that we have. So let's delete this guy here. And now we're basically out of colonists here at the main colony, so let's go ahead and hire or do the research for some new colonists. Colony points, let's see. Let's bring us up to 300 capacity. It's only cost 500, so let's go ahead and do that. Alchemist table will get doing the poison dart guys. So we'll, or he'll make the poison darts, the job crafter block will make the actual guards. So we're going to wait till those are done because we're going to increase our threat a little bit with gunpowder research, and I want to make sure we have adequate defenses before we do that research. So I'm going to wait till that's done, and then we'll get to the gunpowder. Alright, so those are done, so let's go ahead and put the poison guards down. And they have a 10 block range, so I'm going to put them, I think, right here in this corner. Basically anybody that makes it past the wall of guards here needs a poison dart shot into them. So I'm going to try it right here for now. So let's go ahead and put 3 of them down for starts. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And I'm also going to, since we're going to increase the threat quite a bit, I'm going to put some extra bowmen up top here. So I'm going to put another 5 down, I think. We'll just have to make sure we don't burn through the arrows too fast. But this should be good because we're going to increase the threat quite a bit, because I think I'm going to put down another threat banner to make sure almost everybody comes here instead of going to our outpost, because I don't want to have to go fix our outposts. So let's put a threat banner down. Our total right now is 473. Threat at this colony is 347. Now it's 382. So we'll see how that goes, and it's going to be even higher because I need to put some more lockboxes in so that we can afford to do the gunpowder research. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So that is now up to 3,600 points available. So let's go sell some stuff. Alright, so that should give us enough to do the gunpowder research. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just hope that we survive the night. I feel like we beefed up the defenses enough, but we'll find out. So here's gunpowder. It's going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff. Saltpeter, gunsmith's workshop, gunpowder trap ammo, chicken excrement, gunpowder, which we're going to need to focus on next, and sulfur. So I believe next after that is launch steel glider, which is what I really want, so I don't have to keep running back and forth to these colonies, but we shall see. So I'm going to complete this one. Our threat is now 437, so it's gone up quite a bit. I don't know, I'm getting a little nervous. I think maybe we should put down some more guards. I'll put some down just in case over here. If they make it past that wall, they'll get shot. And more importantly, I need to hire for these things real quick. Alright, so we shall see how the night goes, and hopefully we make it to another episode. So no major issues there, we did pretty good. So we'll focus on the gunpowder and getting, I believe if we check the science real quick, we can see that hand cannon and ammo is the next guards we can unlock, which needs, well, let's see, hand cannon ammo, which is made at the gunsmith's workshop bench. I believe it's probably going to need gunpowder, so let's scale up our gunpowder production real quick, and then we'll do the research for the hand cannon. In fact, I'll just do the hand cannon now while we're talking about it. It requires a gunpowder trap, which I'll show you I built upstairs and by the archery. So let's just complete that real quick. Let them unlock that at the gunsmith's bench, so that way we can swing by the gunsmith's bench on the way up. So here's the all the Fletchers making the arrows. Here's the gunsmith's workbench that I put down. Now we can make hand cannon ammo and hand cannon guards. So it requires wrought iron and metal gears. And this needs gunpowder, hemp fiber, and wrought iron for the ammo. So let's scale up our gunpowder. Start with that. Wrought iron and hemp we might be okay on, but let's see, gunpowder's made at the alchemist table, so let's swing up there. Announce that we're coming so they can stop working on their secret projects. And let's put down 2 more of these guys. Can do your research much faster now. Okay, so saltpeter, we're going to have to scale up the production of that. Charcoal and sulfur. Sulfur we're mining in the heath biome, I believe. So we should be good there. Charcoal is just firewood, so we'll just keep an eye on the firewood. And saltpeter is made from chicken excrement and in the compost bin. So chicken excrement is made from our chickens here. See if I can bring it up. There we go. So chicken excrement requires nothing, so just make one every 30 seconds. So one of these, I believe, can support 2 of the compost bins. We have 2 chicken farms, 1, 2, so we could do up to 4 compost bins, because I believe they take 60 seconds. So this needs saltpeter it makes one every 60 seconds, and it requires chicken excrement and a pot of water. So let's go ahead and put down a whole bunch of these. So we'll need 4 beds, so. So that's good there. Make it consistent and put this guy here. So that'll be 4 saltpeter every 60 seconds. And I believe the gunpowder needs 1 every 60 seconds as well, because that's how long the gunpowder takes to make. So we'll keep an eye on the wrought iron and hemp fiber as well that go into the hand cannon ammo, and make sure that we're keeping up production with that. If not, we'll have to scale it up. But my goal is to just put down a couple hand cannon guards over here, so that way we can research the printing press, so it's going to have increased threat as well, so I want to make sure we have more powerful guards to handle the increased threat. Let's let them work on that for a little bit and see what's up next. Alright, so let's put the hand cannon guards down and replace these 3. Actually, I'm just going to move these 3. That way if they make it down to the end of the line here, they'll get shot with a hand cannon instead. These only have a range of 10, so they won't shoot very far, but I don't have a whole lot of ammo for them right now, so I don't want them firing all the time. So just on the ones that make it around this corner here. And we'll go ahead and replace the crossbowmen and just put them back over here for now. Should be good. I think next steps in the research is going to be the printing press research. So we need 5,000 colony points for that. The rest of the stuff we have. And that's going to increase our threat by 50, but I just put the hand cannon guards down, so that should take care of that, I think. But so let's go put some more lockboxes down. This will get us up to 5,100, I believe. We're at currently 3,600. So yeah, there's 5,100 capability now. I don't know if we have enough stuff to sell to get that many points, but we're about to find out here. There go all my gold rings. Probably just sell some linen, I guess. That'll do it, 5,045 points. So let's research that real quick, get that out of the way. There's our hand cannon guards, looking nice. So let's complete that. Brings our threat to above 500. It's now almost 510. So, but I think we're pretty well prepared for it. They haven't been getting too far, so yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We got a lot accomplished. Next episode, hopefully maybe we'll get to, I believe, yes, the launch glider is now in our available research. So we're going to work on the brass precision parts and getting up to 7,500 colony points. That way we can have the glider and we can go back and forth between outposts much easier. So, because I'm surprised our outposts are still going strong, because we haven't checked on them in a while. But that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching.